Hey guys, Regina Floyd of Freedom to Live Life Well, coming to you from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. And today I want to talk to you about change. And most of us, or at least we're conditioned to think that change is not a good thing. But you know, this year, 2013, has been a year of change for me. And I guess I really became aware of that in January of this year. And my awareness increased when my elderly mother got sick. And I guess, as I look back, I kind of instinctively knew that the year and that my life and that things were about to change for me and my family in 2013. But it has continued. And as I've been kind of looking back on some of the changes I've been going through, and that was a huge one. You know, most people would look at that as tragic, sad. And as I look back at that and I look at the smaller changes that are happening in my life, it kind of makes me more aware of the big picture and how change really plays a role. And here is kind of my impression of the change I've gone through in this year alone. You know, when I look back at my mother getting sick and her passing in March, you know, that I kind of see that as maybe a forced change. That wasn't a change that I wanted. It was out of my hands, but it was a change I was kind of forced to go through. And depending on what your beliefs are and you know what your spirituality is and so forth, then you look at death in the way you look at death, and I won't go into that here. But for me, that felt like a forced change. And my mother's passing, you know, changed a lot of things in my life, obviously. Changed a lot of things in my child's life, changed, you know, the way our house is, and just changed a lot of things in terms of what I am able to do with my life now after having spent several years caring for an elderly parent. But even after my mother's passing and dealing with all the things that come up with that, I also lost two family pets, you know, two pets that had been with us for years, 12, 13, I think 15 years on the cat. So again, some forced change. But then it occurred to me, after that time and going through the recovery and the things that you do after a change like death, then I started to encounter needed change in my life. You know, something as simple as the room that my daughter was in, because of our household situation and because of that change, now my daughter needed to be in a different kind of room or a different place in the house. And so that was some needed change that was allowed or able to happen. But lately I've been going through some change, and I feel like, you know, my God, the universe, if that's what you choose to believe in, but I believe that I've been grown up through the change that I've had to deal with. For example, when you deal with forced change, you have to deal with that. Then you deal with needed change, and you become aware of what you must change and the things you need to change. And then suddenly you become aware of change, and this is for me, I'm speaking for me, you become aware of change that it's now a decision. You have to make a decision, and it's not easy. The changes I've been going through are nothing earth-shattering, but there are some changes that I've had to come to terms with as my paradigm, my thinking's changed, how I see myself, where I see my life going. And I've had to make some changes that haven't been comfortable, and I've second-guessed myself. But I just felt like what I needed to do was I needed to go back and just think about, you know, what I'm feeling. What is it that I'm feeling, and what am I feeling about that change? And am I more concerned about what other people are thinking, or am I doing it for myself? So no matter what you're facing in your life, and no matter what you're trying to achieve in your life, you're going to have to make some change. Change is inevitable, I think. In my opinion, change is inevitable in our lifetimes. So I just wanted to share this with you to kind of maybe give you a different perspective from somebody else who's gone through a change like death down to something simple, but has learned that the responsibility to make a difference in my own life and to create something different is now I have to face that change that's not comfortable and make it, even though I'm not quite sure it's the right thing to do. But if I feel that for me it's right, then it is right. So I hope I didn't get too deep. I just wanted to share this. It was something that came up for me today, and I really just wanted to get a video out about it. I hope that it's provided some value to you in some way. And I encourage you to just keep track, subscribe to my videos and just see what's going on and maybe what else I share if you liked it. I'll include some links in the description area, and look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care and make it a fabulous day.